So this national championship team comes to our elementary school and they say all the cool things. They give this presentation. I didn't have any friends. I didn't eat with people. I didn't participate in recess, but I was so excited to see them. They all went out to recess and the whole school was playing. I was just content just sitting on the side watching these big men kick the ball so far. I was enjoying it. And then one of the guys kept looking over at me. He's like, hey, come. I'm like, no, I'm good. And stop looking at me. Yeah. I'm the one supposed to be looking at you. And then he kept doing it. And then all of a sudden he starts walking over towards me. I'm like, what is he doing? And I'm leaning against the wall like, dude, I gotta get out of here. And he comes and sits next to me and he says, hey, what's your name? I say my name, and then he just talks to me, asks me different questions, and I just nod my head yes or no. And then he got up and he said, hey, stand up. And I stood up and gave me a hug, and then he said, everything's gonna be fine. I've heard those words probably 1,000 times, but this is the first time I believed it. From that moment, I felt fixed. I knew that I was gonna try to make people happy. Decades later, I come up to him and I say, hey, you remember this at Cascade? And he's like, not really. I'm like, dang it, they're